fucking doing this. We're doing this.
What the
blah
hell
blah
is
blah
happening?
blah blah blah.
What you got
blah,
there?
Blah blah blah
What
blah
you got
blah
there?
blah 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 blah.
Oh, the Baja Blast.
3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Blah 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 blah. 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 Blah 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 blah. Also, name. You know what I'm singing, right? Cowboy Bebop.
Oh no, I don't watch anime. I'm sorry.
Culture yourself, dude. How we doing tonight, boys?
Great. How we doing, buddy?
I have no idea what the hell is happening right now.
We are live. We're doing it live. That is what's happening right now, Andrew.
Blah blah blasted. Round 2.
Then went to the bar and got a little drunk because he thought we were recording 3 hours from now. It's all good. By the way,
that's the sound of a party happening.
By the way, when I say a time in the chat, it's always y'all's time because I know y'all fuck it up and you still.
You expect me to think ahead in the future? I'm not a. Nah, dude, that ain't me.
No,
he's not.
We were recording it. You thought we were recording at 11:30 at night, apparently.
Let's get this straight, all right? Cobra Kai is the second best Netflix show.
Break it down. Why is that?
You know? It's the second best. Because it's gang wars of kids fighting each other in the honor of karate.
This feels like deja vu.
What's
deja
number
vu,
one? What's number
deja
one?
vu.
What's the number one?
You know, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. No. Because someone told me what number 1 was. But I disagreed. And I was like, no. Number one best Netflix show? In my humble opinion, that's wrong. It's gonna be now I guess this has to be a Netflix original. So
it does have to be a Netflix original.
Isn't it technically a Netflix original though? Oh no, Netflix didn't make it.
No, well, they own it now. They bought it.
Oh,
what are we talking about?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
What's going on?
What show are y'all talking about?
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
It
the
is
second
a Netflix
best
show.
Netflix show ever.
And I thought we were talking about the number 1. You were like, oh, it's not a Netflix show.
Well, the number 1 is what I'm saying. I don't remember.
It didn't originate on Netflix though, did it? I thought it just
started on
it
YouTube,
originated on YouTube.
But Netflix bought it, so it's now
Netflix bought it, and that's where we are now. Number 1.
He's having to do deep research right now.
I've got to look it up.
Sorry, I'm trying to dig myself out of the absolute dread that I just plunged into at realizing that the trailer file that I made for this podcast is now empty. It's just an empty file. So,
well, if you didn't suck at your job, you definitely suck now. So,
thanks, thanks, friend.
Oh.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna stop it at number 1 because I'm actually looking forward to being yelled at for not remembering number 1. So no, Cobra Kai, second best Netflix show ever made.
Is it Emily in Paris?
No, fuck no.
Is it
no?
Haters back off.
Yes, it's got to be haters back off.
Is it Super Drags?
Is it Pen 15 Club?
Oh, penis? No.
Is it Too Hot to Handle 2020?
Are you just reading off a list?
What about Sexy Beasts? Yes.
No, but Cobra Kai is great though. Because I remember I was talking about Cobra Kai a couple weeks ago. We didn't go deep into it, and I had someone reach out to me going, "Hey man, you didn't talk about that long enough." So I've got to talk to you about Cobra Kai. Just to make up for that.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things is good, but it is not the best show. Well, okay, shit. It might be the.
It's up
there. The best show on Netflix.
Up there.
It's definitely up there.
It's
Top
up there.
3.
Yeah,
for sure.
Now that I'm super far into it and almost done with it, I would put Last Kingdom on that list as well, just because it's a very, very well done show.
No, that sounds like a smut show.
It's not.
What is it
at all?
It sounds like a Vikings ripoff.
I mean, it's about Vikings, kind of.
Yeah, but Vikings and what?
It's not really necessarily about Vikings.
Is there nudity?
Here and there.
Are there titties?
Yes.
Okay, so it's smut.
No. You need to redefine your definition of smut, dude. They're not just...
Yeah.
The plot doesn't exist for them to sleep together. Every other scene is not a sex scene. You're talking about maybe 2 or 3 scenes per season tops. And in the later seasons, it's almost none. So dial it back.
If the smut wasn't important, they wouldn't add it in at all. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
If the butt and the boobs didn't bring in mash appeal,
I will say,
it would
though,
keep it out of the show.
I will say, though, leaning to your point, there are several completely unnecessary shots of the main character's ass when he's just like...
Do tell.
Go into detail.
Go into
this ass you speak about.
So,
gratuitous.
Is it firm?
So we open on a night scene. There's a commotion outside. There's bells ringing. There's people screaming. He gets startled out of his sleep after having a time.
And are you telling me that this man decides to have sex instead of defend his home?
No. He's awoken from his sleep. Has no time to do to get dressed, and his immediate reaction is, "I got to see what's going on." He gets up, full shot of his ass as he walks out to see what's going on.
Is he holding his sword?
Yes, of course.
Just on his,
of course,
just butt naked, holding his soul.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
is that what sold you? Like, damn it, I'm watching this.
Damn, this is a good show.
Damn, it looked brutal.
No, it is a really good show though.
Did you enjoy the butt? It was a nice butt.
You know, I didn't really particularly enjoy it, but as someone who can recognize, good things without being attracted to it, the dude has a nice butt.
I don't know, man. You're saying it's a really good show, but that's the only scene you're describing right now. So
that's because
kind of leaning towards.
That's because you're calling it.
It's a great show.
That's because you're calling it a smut show. It's not a smut show. So I'm leaning into your point a little bit about there is some nudity here and there, but
I'm going against the norm here. I'm going against the norm here and going Team Ben on this one. Sorry, Andrew.
Y'all don't know what you're talking about though, so you can't really take a position on something you don't know what you're talking about.
I've watched 2 episodes and I was bored. Yeah. That's my secret.
That's my secret.
You might never know what I'm talking about. You shout loud enough and people will listen,
This one got off to a doozy. What is happening, everyone out there? What's up, boys?
Gonna make that entire thing the intro. Just the whole thing is the intro.
No.
Butts are happening. That's what we learned. That's what we learned today. Look at that. I just solved the intro and the outro all in 2 seconds.
Welcome to Butt Talk.
What have you learned?
Well, you hear that?
Podcasts.
I will talk to y'all next week. Say toodles, everybody.
Toodles.
See ya.
Guys, did y'all see the UFO footage in Las Vegas? I've been wanting to talk about this shit.
I didn't know this was a thing until you told me about it.
Have y'all seen it at all? Y'all didn't look it up after I told you
did.
to look it up?
I did.
Okay.
Nope,
did you?
I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
All right.
What do you mean UFO in California?
Well,
I said Las Vegas, but okay.
Is that
geography's hard?
Geography.
That good old geography. That good old geology. Geometry.
Then, while Taylor starts to break this down, you should just Google it and look at it so we can get a live reaction.
Yes.
All right.
So,
that's a great idea.
For those people out there that don't know, obviously we see UFO footage all the time across the internet, but this is the most damning video I've seen out there before.
I agree to a certain point. Yes.
Yeah. So, painting the picture of the video, go look it up. You just type in Las Vegas UFO alien, you'll see it. But for those that are lazy like Ben, there is body cam footage of a cop talking to someone in the street, and all of a sudden a blue light in the sky comes to the ground in the distance within the same residential neighborhood he's in.
Yeah.
Cops are called, so he goes to the scene that what people called the cops, and a family is outside talking about seeing 8-foot monsters or aliens, whatever. I don't know. I can't remember what word they use.
Yeah.
In their backyard looking at them. And it's the most believable faces I've ever heard from people. Like, actually paranoid. Even the cops are freaking out.
The cop is freaking out. He's like, if
like,
you see those guys again, don't call me. I'm not coming.
I'm not
Y'all deal with it
back.
on your own.
And just the voices, the voices from everyone, they just sounded so believable. And
I looked it up. That station with like the banner and everything at the bottom, that is a Las Vegas local station.
Oh no, yeah, it's all legit. Like, yeah, all that footage and stuff like that. It's all legit footage from the cop and stuff. Oh, Ben skeptical.
Dude, cops are stupid as shit, dude. What the fuck? Like, what?
Well, a camera don't lie.
Yo, man, my buddy said he saw an alien, man. Yeah, you right. Like, no,
it wasn't the cop though. It wasn't the cop though. It was the people in the house.
Because the cop coming up to the house going, "Yeah, my buddy said you saw a UFO."
Well, that's like the last footage. But apparently there was more footage. I don't know if this was true or not, but apparently there was footage. People were saying it's the same people. Video footage of their backyard. You can kind of see something in the distance and stuff. It ain't no signs, alien walk across the screen. Everyone shit their pants.
Okay, did you see a different video than me? Did you see where it had the alien crouched behind the bushes in the black and white footage? I
didn't see. No, everything I saw was color.
Okay, good. Because that's what I was going to say. That's where it kind of lost it for me because that was added. That was clearly added then.
Yeah, that was added. This one, it has like a forklift and stuff. Like the aliens were hiding behind the forklift or some shit. I don't know. I don't know.
Because the black and white footage that I saw that was added onto that, you could. It was well done. I'll give it that. But you could tell that it was CG mixed with real security footage because the frame rates were not adding up and all that stuff. That was kind of but the rest of it, like what you were talking about, was pretty interesting.
I wouldn't say it's pretty convincing. But it's some of the most damning video I've seen when it comes to UFO footage. And with everything coming out of the government, I guess you could say whatever, about their findings and what they're saying that no one's listening to.
Yeah.
The term
Ben, have the floor.
UFO does not connotate aliens, okay?
Oh, obviously, sure.
What does UFO stand for? It is an unidentified flying object. Okay, so you know how many kids have what do they call them? Drones? You know, them things that drop bombs. You know, those little
the kids have drones that drop bombs.
Dropping bombs.
Yeah, man. So I mean, if it's like 50 feet away, that's unidentifiable. You know, like so who's to say that's a little green man flying in a black little shit? You know, riddle me this, Batman. Like,
no. They did say 8 to 9 feet. They did say 8 to 9 feet.
8 to 9 feet. You ever hear David and Goliath? All right. Well, let me take you back. All right. There's a very tall man and a little tiny man. All right. There's tall people.
Senator of Kentucky will not bring into the biblical stuff into this court. Thank you.
I ain't from Kentucky. I'll tell you that much right now. Okay.
Well, your KFC voice has gotten to me.
No, I mean, yeah, like, there's a black spot. Oh, it's not moving. Like, okay, so what? Like, it's interesting.
Man, I want to believe. I want to believe.
Oh, believe what you want. I can also be wrong on the daily, but, you know.
And oftentimes
makes me feel better about it. And
I know we've... I just got what I know we've had this discussion. But,
it's fun to think about. It's cool. Like it's an interesting video, but I like you know
like it's fun to believe, and it's like I ride that high for 20 minutes while looking at it and researching. But then like everything dawns on me. It's like, why is these 8-foot intergalactical beings landing in these people's backyards, just hanging out, doing nothing? You know. I don't know. That's
intergalactical.
What did I say? Dude, I am fucking
That's what you said.
High.
That's what you said.
I am riding high on my energy drink right now. It is
intergalactic.
Yeah, intergalactic planetary. Yes. Planetary.
Yeah, Beastie Boys did it right the first time, right? You don't need to add on.
They did. RIP. So like
maybe they don't have grass where they're from, and they just like the feel of grass.
So they landed in Las Vegas?
On the Beastie Boys?
Ain't no grass in Vegas.
Yeah. Maybe the Beastie Boys just want to feel some grass on their feet. Whatever.
Well, they wanted to feel grass in other areas. That didn't work out at all. I'm sorry about that. That was terrible.
I saw where you're going with that.
Yeah, whatever. 8 to 9 feet, though.
I mean, I do believe it. I'm not saying the footage. I'm just saying in general as a topic, I do believe it. So
You believe there's aliens out there?
oh,
Is weed legal in Nevada?
What did you say?
Is weed legal in Nevada?
No. I actually just asked someone that yesterday. It's not, because they want
That's
you to
my
drink
first guess. Is like these kids are looking at like a normal dude, just like a pizza delivery guy. They're like, "Oh shit, dude, that's a fucking alien."
That's why they're coming
my first
here.
guess.
That's why they're coming here. They travel across space for the Kush.
Imagine for the Kush. Hearing Andrew say the Kush is just
The perp.
It's like your cool youth pastor trying to like talk to the kids.
Oh, you guys don't. You guys have no idea. Back in the day, man. I'm saved now, but I used to do all the hardcore stuff back in the day. Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know, weed.
I don't want to get off this topic real quick, but have you ever seen the guy who preaches often? He's like the old gangbanger. He'd be like crip walking across the stage with a Bible in his hand, like he's an older Mexican.
I think I have
fellow.
seen that. Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
He looks like an old cholo. Yeah,
yeah. Praise the Lord, fool. He says.
Yeah. It's pretty great.
Oh, yeah. So back to aliens real quick. I know we've had this conversation before and everything. I'm a believer. I don't know if it's what is out there in the world of the internet type alien and stuff like that. There's obviously water out there with things swimming around in it on other planets and shit, you know, even if it's just micro type shit. But I want to believe so bad that there's these 8-foot aliens just coming and shit. Now, do y'all believe in it could be... I forgot where I was going with this. I am so sorry.
Yes, I do.
This energy drink is whooping my ass. Yo, y'all don't drink the Prime energy drink out there. That shit will whoop your ass.
He's got pure, unadulterated YouTuber energy flowing through his veins right now.
Bro, Jade, we were in Target when I was drinking this thing, and Jade almost whooped my ass to tell me to calm down. And still, my heart rate just started going. Evolution. Where are humans in like 1,000 years? Do we think we transform into these 8 to 9 foot alien species people are talking about?
Nope. Not unless there's a gravitational change.
I mean, that
Not
could
unless people
happen.
start living. If people start living in space, then sure, like people are going to be
I was gonna say
if
we ever leave Earth, then yeah, I'm sure. Like, I mean, I don't think we're gonna have like gray skin with no need for clothes anymore, and just be uninterested in that and have like look like aliens. But I mean,
peeing out our fingers.
Yes, peeing out of the fingers.
I was gonna say, let me tell you about this really cool show called The Expanse. All right, go watch that.
I've been wanting to watch that.
Well, if you haven't, you're wrong.
I started the books.
If you like sci-fi and like an accurate depiction, it's good.
How is
that's it?
How is
that's all I had to
fiction
say.
accurate depiction?
How's what?
Well,
how's what?
Well, like it's based off of real world principles, where like a spaceship is going to overheat if like the system fails. A room is going to become a toaster rather than just like Star Wars where it just explodes. So you're flying a spaceship. Oh shit! We took a hull breach. The whole thing, like they treat it like what would actually happen.
It's grounded.
Physics.
Yeah.
It's very grounded in reality, but it is sci-fi. There's some like sci-fi heavy stuff, but
Never heard of this.
But that's the whole Earth versus Mars. Like Mars are like bulky, like marine style, like frontier people, and Earth is like the elegant. So yeah, that's where I see us in 1,000 years.
I started reading the books. I've been wanting to watch the show really bad, but I kind of don't want to spoil things.
If Elon Musk walked up to you right now and be like, "I need you to go to Mars.
I need you to go to
Mars." Would you go?
No,
you're not coming back.
No.
Fun fact, they recently officially deemed Mars unlivable to humans because no one can survive past 4 years in a permanent colony there. So,
Andrew, stop ruining the
fun. No, I'm not.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm sorry. Until there's an established base on Mars, no, I'm not going to be a guinea pig suicide test dummy. No, I'm okay. I'm good.
If I had no one, if I had like nothing to look forward to, really. I was just like completely alone on this planet. I'd be like, what's the difference? Throw me up there. And like, so I could just see what almost nobody in all of human history has ever seen before. That would be pretty sweet.
Let's go hang out with Big Red.
Yeah, I'm right here, baby.
Donna Pinciotti? Are you talking about Donna Pinciotti next door? That's what they used to call her. Sorry.
How do you remember her name so well?
Dude, I remember all their names. I'm a mega fan.
Names.
I'm a mega fan.
That 70s show. Love it. All right, let's get off alien talk. We're on it all the time, it feels like. Andrew, are you still cooking on that blacktop? That Blackstone?
Yeah.
I swear to God, there has been so many dumb videos I've seen recently of those damn things that just random people are cooking on. I saw a bitch cooking broccoli on it. Can you cook broccoli on it?
Yeah.
I have so many questions. Like, why are we cooking broccoli on a... What?
Yeah.
Seriously? Like, how do you cook...
I want you to think about the question you just asked. No. I want Taylor to think about the question you just asked. Can you cook A on a hot surface B?
Cook it properly. Why would you cook broccoli? Whole broccoli.
Whole broccoli, like a whole head?
On a flat top. Yes. Oh. Or, I mean, chopped up into its little...
So, what's your definition of properly cooked for broccoli? Specifically?
You got to steam it or saute it first. Or, not saute, boil it first, which I don't. That's ruining all the flavors. If you just do it all, you're just burning shit. And that's all I've seen in all these videos I've seen on TikTok. And it's pissing me off.
Nope.
This is where I'm getting at. Shit's just pissing me off that I'm seeing out there. And I've never been pissed off like this before.
See, I don't like broccoli that's soft like that. Like steamed.
Oh, you get it, bud.
Pippin agrees. Yeah. Pippin agrees.
Yeah, screw your soft broccoli.
So what I do, is you chop. First of all, you cut it kind of small, so that it does have a chance to cook through, and it's not like crazy crunchy and raw in the middle. Then you toss it in some lemon pepper, some salt.
I wasn't trying to just get into broccoli.
No.
Here.
I'm explaining to you why you can do it. Here we are, broccoli talk. You toss it in some olive oil. It helps it crisp up. You put it on there on a low heat. And if you really want to, you can take a little squirt bottle with water, put it all in between it, and cover it with a metal bowl so it steams itself up in there while still charring. It is delicious. It's not.
I've seen videos of people going out for family breakfast outside in the heat in their pajamas to make breakfast. I'm like, why would you leave your house? Just cook it on the stove, people. What is the big deal? It's 1,000 times better.
It's 1,000 times better.
How is it 1,000 times better?
It cooks differently. I'm telling you, better than skillets, like a skillet on the stovetop or pans or whatever.
You must have some shitty skillets.
This man went to cooking school for 1 year.
Show me.
Okay. These motherfuckers go to Benihana's. They're like, look at me.
No. Granted, some things are not ideal to cook on a flat top, on a griddle. It's just not.
Yeah, like broccoli.
Any food you can put on a blacktop.
Taylor, I'm sorry, but you've never been so. I've never heard you be so wrong.
Let's boil some spaghetti on a blacktop, everyone.
Well, okay, that's okay.
While we're at it here,
that sounds kind of not too bad. Not too bad.
Just open an entire box of pasta and just drop it on the
with your little squirt bottle on top of it.
Yeah, it's no problem.
I would say
it'll cook the same.
Definitely boil it first. Boil the noodles first, but then throw that thing on a blacktop. Yeah,
I've just been getting irrationally pissed off, and then it gets even worse. I'm sorry. There are people advertising blacktops for your house, where it's inside your house, where it's like a grill. It's just like a griddle. No, it's like a griddle that's on like a 4 wheels. Like it's like a grill inside your house.
Yeah.
But it's literally just a skillet. And they're like, it's a blacktop for your house. And I'm like, I don't know. I went down a rabbit hole.
See, I don't like that.
Or some fucking. I just hate gimmicky products. I hate gimmicky products, and that's what it is.
It's not though, because you go to a lot of major restaurants and they have those in the back, and they cook certain foods on them.
I cook the same shit on the stove. Like that.
I'm telling you.
I know. I've been in those kitchens.
I am telling you, Taylor. I am telling you. If you make
I'm blackening the fish on the black flat top.
I am telling you, Taylor. If you make pancakes in a stupid pan like a basic bitch, and then you try and move out and you make the same product on this flat top, I'm telling you, it is 1,000 times better. It's soft in the middle. It's crispy. It absorbs things better. It is a better product.
What is a pan?
I'm sorry.
What is a pan? What is a pan?
It's a pan. It's a pan.
It's a metal surface sitting over a heated source. What is the blacktop? It is metal sitting over a heated source. Look, what is the difference?
All I am saying right now, every single homemade pancake that I've ever had in my life from all types of different people cooked indoors on a regular Joe Schmo basic bitch pan does not compare to making it on a freaking flat top. Besides, you can make an entire breakfast, all different foods on it at the same time. I know you don't get it. Maybe you just don't get it, but you're wrong. You're wrong. So there you go. Anyways.
Ben, final words? You good? You got anything you want to get out to? You good?
Do you have anything?
Hey, puppy. You good little puppy.
Yeah, so I kind of got lost there for a second because I heard a lot of screaming about a flat top and then Taylor arguing against a flat top, which then raised the question, did you ever work back a house? Because the flat top is a thing.
Yes, I did. And I'm telling you, you could do the same exact shit in a pan inside your house.
So
I'm not saying I'm going to go in
on a pan. Andrew, it's my turn. You can do the same things on a flat top that you can a pan, but I guess it depends on your needs. Like if you're cooking for a family, a flat top works better because you have more surface area. You can cook different things. Now, a pan is great if you're like one or two people and you're like, cooking the pan or two.
I love that Ben is being the reasonable one here for the first time.
But a flat top is great because, you just crack a couple eggs, cook some bacon on there, throw some broccoli if you really want to. But yeah, just cook that thing and the whole surface, like you got the math going.
Every middle class family has an electric skillet that everyone's used for their whole life, which does perfectly fine for the inside.
We've had one inside. Now, what I will say is outside, it is nice to be outside cooking. It's kind of like those dudes who I love grilling. Grilling is like my passion. But what if I took grilling and I put it on a flat surface with some
surface?
We ain't grilling. We're sauteing again.
We're sauteing.
Take it back inside.
Grill. You know what I mean? So I can see the appeal, but
see, there's some things that I'm not going to expect to walk out to the flat top and grill a steak the same way you could with a smoker or even just an everyday grill. It's just not going to be the same. And actually, I would say that in that case, that'd be better to do. What?
No, I'm sorry. Go on. Sorry, go on.
And also in this case, I would say that a pan would work better, especially a cast iron skillet for the steak because it has curves on the edges. You can baste better and all that stuff. What?
Nothing. We're good.
Whereas
this man keeps going.
You're wrong.
Hold on.
You're wrong.
You're not. No.
Continue.
Because
continue.
Okay, look, Taylor. Until you have tried it yourself with certain foods, your opinion is not valid. I'm sorry.
I literally said I have, and I've worked in a restaurant, a steakhouse at that, with a flat top.
Okay, but I just conceded that steaks are not the ideal thing to make on that. It's just not.
We made more than steaks.
Ew, you put steaks on a flat top?
No. What? I was saying it was a steakhouse. We cooked a lot of shit. Different type of food in that place.
Okay, so Ben, I'm going to pivot to you for a second. You like pancakes, right?
No, not really.
Okay, Taylor, do you like pancakes?
I'm fat, of course I do.
I'm fat, of course.
This body right here, this section right here.
Have you ever noticed the difference of when you make pancakes at home, which is delicious, in a pan, versus when you go to a hot cake house? And they bring you out the pancake, the difference in texture and
Are you trying to tell me about that little crispy edge on the outside?
That's part of it.
That's a name for a restaurant.
Not wholly, but part of it.
I want a CC right now. Hot Cake House. I like that.
Hot Cake House.
Hot Cake House.
Hot Cake House.
That is a good name. Side tangent there. I like it.
There is a difference in how it comes out. And it is a big one.
But I'm not an idiot and know how to make that at home in a skillet. A little bit of butter in the pan. Gives us a little crispy edges. That's all I care about. A little bit of butter.
I can't have this conversation. I
went to culinary school, so I automatically won.
Oh, who gives a shit?
That honestly brings up more problems
For
and
once,
questions.
yeah.
You went to culinary school and you're so aggro against.
For once, I get to flip this. You dropped out.
For
once, I get to flip it on you.
You know what? At least I'm honest and say I did drop out. I won't. I
didn't drop out of high school.
I own up to it.
I did not drop. I have a high school diploma.
Andrew.
Oh my god.
What high school did you go to?
Lincoln Park Academy.
Okay. Did you leave that school?
Yeah, I did.
In the end, did it matter?
Dropping out of school does not mean changing schools.
Plenty of people dropped out of school and got their GED.
I didn't get a GED, you dumbass.
Did you drop out of that school and go to another school?
No. Yes, I did, which a lot of people do. And I did not drop out.
So
I did the strategic. No! God damn it. I know you're just riling me up right now. But no, I didn't.
I love it.
So what brought up this whole flat top thing?
I just, you know me.
Broccoli's what
broccoli did it. Y'all know me. I'm on the socials too much. I watch the videos, and I swear every fucking video I see are people just hyping up a blacktop. These people who never cooked a day in their life and shit. And it just annoys me. It's the same. It's turning into the same thing as the air fryer. Now, I do have an air fryer, but I literally only put pizza rolls in it because that is the only thing. It might as well be called a pizza roll cooker. That's the only reason I use a pizza. And beef patties from Trader Joe's. Underrated, by the way, everyone out there. If you like beef patties, try those frozen ones.
You're right. Actually, I have tried those, and they're really good. They're way too good for frozen patties.
You know, I can't find beef patties here in Portland, and Jay and I both agree. Those get the job done. But yeah, that's only my issue. It's just I'm tired of gimmicky gadgets.
No, I agree. I agree. There's stuff. I mean, people use it in very unnecessary ways. I feel like a lot of times. It
was Traeger grills for a while. It's like there are other smokers out there, people. There's other grills out there, people. Now everyone's like, "Oh, the Blackstone's the greatest thing ever." It's like a flat top has been around for 100 years now, if not longer. It's like what now? It's just making you want to Google Gaga over everything.
I think what it probably is Blackstone has made it available on a commercial home version of it, so accessible, and it's not expensive or anything like that. So people are like, "Whoa, what the heck?" I mean, it got me. I was like, you know what? I'm not really interested in smoking meats. So
smoking meats.
so I got that instead, and it's worked out really great for me. It's really good for meal prepping, and you can cook so much at one time. It's crazy, and it's easy. So,
I want to. Okay, cool. I want to switch something real quick.
Yeah,
Ben, it looks like you're just rubbing your nipple because your black hair is just blending into your black shirt.
The whole time,
it just looks like you're over here just.
Emily calls me and Pippin the infinite void. It's just black on black all day long. It's just an extension of myself.
That's great. Andrew, thank you for playing along with me there. I knew you would. Another thing that's been pissing me off lately is baby on board stickers on cars. That's another one that's just every time I see it, it's like, yes.
It just makes you want to go faster.
It makes me. In my head, I'm like, yes. Now I know I can't hit that car like I was going to anyways.
Yes, you had sex.
I heard myself repeat in one of your guys' speakers. I was like, oh shit, that sounded really bad.
You know what? They're actually the real reason they're on there for is so that in case of it, like really bad accidents or whatever, paramedics see it and know to go to the kids first.
I mean, that's
more so for that.
That's definitely.
You know what's funny?
A good idea.
Never thought about that at all.
That's what the actual use is for.
I don't hate them anymore.
What? No. You got kids? What? So what?
I just always felt like it's like, hey, drive safe. It's like I thought it was in the same vein of the student driver signs you see on cars.
Yeah,
for like,
no, that's fair.
Your teacher, but I mean, I guess that one's
simmer down now.
Simmer down, don't go past my boy. But But yeah, okay. I'm on a tangent today. What do we all switch roles? Just Ben's the middle ground. Andrew and I are arguing. Like, what is happening today? Let's take it to Facebook or Instagram. Instagram question of the week.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Actually, no, there was no question this week. What did we ask? We asked everyone to ask us questions. Let's dive into it. Yes,
people asked us questions.
Yes, they did.
Ooh la la!
There's a good one too. Rank and order the three of y'all in these categories.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
Let's start with the easy one. There's a few categories. Funny. Who's the funniest? And who's not?
We have to rank ourselves in this?
No, we're going to rank us
ourselves.
We're going to rank us as a group here.
Oh, okay. Who's the funniest out of us three? Oh,
we're going to put us in order, actually.
Okay. Wow, I feel like it really depends. But
let's be honest, Ben probably is the funniest one here. You live off that chaotic.
Probably.
I'm going to say myself, then Andrew, then Taylor, because Taylor keeps us all in check. Andrew plays into it a little bit, and I'm just free range chicken, baby.
He's the wild card.
I could be funny, but I'm not often, honestly.
That's actually
stupid.
No, you're funny. Jokes. It's just you gotta keep it on track because you know.
Well,
you got
I'm not
me
going
over
just
here
the
that's
show.
Just like,
I'm just going in life, in life.
Well, you know,
I think that ranking's pretty fair, though.
That's what I was going to say. What mine is, yeah.
Okay. What about travel experience? I think
but have you been to Africa?
Have you been to Hawaii?
I mean, that's the Americas, so.
Yes, but have you been? Have you been to New York?
Have you been out of the country?
Have you been to L.A.?
I've been to Philadelphia.
Have you been to Seattle?
I did go to Philadelphia.
Have you been to Denver?
So how many states has everyone been to?
Oh, God. I think I lost count at like 30 one time I counted.
All right, mister. I go drill oil in the field.
It's called I've driven across the country like 5 times in my life.
All right. I'm going to say...
I'm number one. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I think it's
Taylor's number one.
Ben two because he's been out of country.
I've been out of country.
Andrew's been to Florida a few times.
Andrew's been.
I've been to.
Andrew's been.
I'm more
between Portland and Florida. That's it.
I've been international waters.
I'm more than Ben besides international. Ben's been international though, because I've been
double points.
I've been everywhere between Florida to Pennsylvania to North Carolina to Portland. I've been to Illinois,
Washington,
California,
Northern.
Nevada.
You've been. I forgot you went to LA and shit.
Yeah, Nevada.
Oh shit, you're pretty close to me.
Yeah,
I guess I got you on Hawaii.
I'm up there. You definitely haven't. I've never left the continental United States before, which makes me sad saying it. So,
I think 1, 2, 3. Me, Ben, Andrew. Or
sounds like Jesus. I'm number 2.
Okay. Dreamer.
Oh, dude, my dreams are dead, so I'm third.
I was gonna say Ben's last in that category.
Yeah, no, Ben's definitely last on that one. It's between me and you.
It's
Andrew.
between me and you. I don't know. I've had a lot.
Andrew's number one. Andrew's number one. I'm just gonna put that out there because the amount of shit I hear Andrew trying to start and stop and like, oh, I'm gonna trace this thing.
That's true.
And then like, you know, there's Taylor who's like, I'm gonna drill oil in a field. Like, all right.
Again, that comes up.
My brain just I went
quiet, and I was like,
the monkey.
Oh my god.
You say that like Andrew and I haven't started like 20 different businesses together.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm comfortable saying Andrew. I'm closer than you think, though. I have a lot.
Yeah, you're close. I would say you're close.
I want to, and I'm dreaming like owning house properties and stuff. I got other adventures over here I'm thinking about on a local scale. But Andrew's always been in the clouds, it seems like, thinking of stuff. I'll give that one.
I live in the clouds.
No, I literally live in the clouds, if you know what I'm saying.
Before I crashed to reality and
had a child. Moving on.
Okay. Not where I thought that was going.
Brains. I think the same list goes that we just went with dreaming.
Brains? Oh, brains like smarts?
Yeah, smarts.
No.
I mean, one of us got a degree in college, I guess, if you count that.
Just because you can pass the test doesn't mean you have brains.
He did drop out of high school, though, so...
Dear Lord in heaven.
I'm never going to stop dropping that.
You know what I have to say to that?
I think it depends, though. What is that?
See that?
Yeah,
that?
what are you saying? What are you saying?
That's amazing. Where can I get one?
To you.
Is that
to
you? Did you draw? Is it a middle finger?
I did not draw this.
It's a little dog with middle fingers pointed up
yeah.
for those people not watching.
Yeah, that's true. I
Come on,
forgot.
you gotta
Some people
explain
don't
it out
watch.
there.
All 5 of our YouTube viewers.
I honestly have no idea where this came from.
Can you send it to me?
Well, it's been on my forehead now, so you know.
I definitely need it now. I'm
gonna clone my own Andrew.
I guess that one's hard because I feel like we're all pretty smart in our own categories.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the whole conversation of like street smart versus book smart. Like, yeah, you can pass all these tests and da 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 da.
Okay,
da.
so what if we categorize it that way? What if we split it up that way? Street smarts versus book smarts.
What would you categorize like random trivia facts? Is that street smarts or?
That would be book smarts because you're just memorizing just facts like things.
Facts.
Like that's book smarts.
If we were in a trivia round, I feel like I'd whoop y'all's fucking ass in it.
Probably.
Big time because
I'd be number 2 in trivia.
Because I live for that shit. I love fun facts and everything and just random.
I know obscure little things. I would say I'm number 1 in street smarts, hands down. Because, y'all got, like, sustainable lives.
I'm going to let y'all beat that one out.
I mean, I've been robbed at gunpoint. What is a street smart? How do you handle that situation?
Like, street smarts, I would say, is, like, off the cuff. Like, that's where you get your IQ from. Like, solving a problem in a small amount of time. Like, finding variables, overcoming a situation. Like, that's my whole...
That's just problem solving.
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good there myself.
But that's also street smarts, you know what I mean? Like that, like compared to book smarts, which is learning a, rhythm or learning a
it's street smarts
curriculum.
I have these 2 alleys I could escape from, but this one has a higher fence than the other, and this one.
See, but like,
how do I outrun this?
Street smarts isn't just being like one of the streets. You know what I mean? Like it's just that's what they, associate it with.
I feel like I spend more time out there in the streets, though. You're just in bars that don't count.
You're driving in a car.
Talking to 1,000 people a day. Dude, I've talked to some cool-ass people. I was going to talk about it soon, but...
Again, y'all got to duke this one out because as of late, I just sit in my own house all day working.
Well, we're just talking about we're just talking about one small part of being the smarts.
Yeah. All right.
I feel like
I'll say Taylor and I on a street goofs level are number 1. We're both just different sides of the same coin, baby. And then Andrew's the penny.
I can't be at least a dime.
No, dude.
Penny for
straight
your
up $0.50 to a penny.
Jesus.
I think it's too hard to quantify it because we're all just in our own ways. Yeah. I'm great. I'm better.
I don't know. You just tried to say quantify. So one of y'all, so that's got to count for something.
Well, that's what I was about to say. I'm better at y'all math. Yeah, y'all way better than me at words. I'm better cooking, gambling, all that bullshit. Andrew's drawing.
You threw gambling in with cooking. Being good at gambling isn't good. Smart.
Important adult skills for life. I mean,
trust me, there is ways to gamble. The difference between the best gamblers and the worst gamblers.
Stop is an important thing. Yeah, sure.
What is that? If you knew the world of gambling, you would know what I'm talking about. There's smarts to it. Anyway, I think that one's hard to quantify.
So
that is tough.
Pretty smart, and we have strengths and weaknesses, and we balance each other out.
Yeah, we're also pretty dumb.
You know,
we're also pretty dumb.
Positive vibe.
And Andrew's a penny.
She was a whore. Last one. What? Bravery. Heroism. I don't know which word you want to use there.
That's another one you have to quantify in like these like weird subsects. Like,
has anyone saved a life here?
I mean, how would you know? Like, do you follow up with a Q&A? Like, hey man, so how did you feel after?
Potentially
stops.
Potentially.
Let's hear. What, you got a story there? Let's hear it.
Yes. I'm sure everybody here remembers Tyler.
Which one?
Maybe I should be specific. Wesley.
Okay. Oh, Wesley. I
not
went
his
to three
life.
other Tylers before Wesley.
not his life. No. Me and Aaron were hanging out in front of her house, which used to be across the street from his house. One time.
Alyssa?
No, Tyler Wesley's house. Aaron used to live across the street from Tyler Wesley's
house.
Oh,
Aaron. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. There you go again with this damn story.
I remember that now. I remember that.
Yeah.
Now.
So we were hanging out there. It was late one night, and there's this big truck that went all the way past their houses to the stop sign at the end of the street. Dropped this lady off. It was like 11:30 at night, and she walked back like 6 houses to her place. Goes up and is knocking on the door, and the guy opened the door, yanked her in, was yelling, breaking stuff, then kicked her back out again. And locked the door, and she was sobbing and beating on the door to be let back in. Eventually he comes back and lets her back in, and from like half a street down you could hear glass breaking and screaming and all this kind of stuff, and it was bad. Like, it was really bad. So I went all the way up into their yard on the phone, and I called the cops, and they're like, we don't know where to send them unless you have the house number. And they were one of those houses, they didn't have it like big on the house or on the mailbox. They were tiny numbers, maybe like 2 or 3 inches tall, next to the door. And I got like 10 feet from the door, and their light came on and everything. And I heard the guy notice that there was someone outside, and he almost came outside. Dude, I want to say the response time was freaking unreal. I mean, I'm talking like 30 seconds. They must have had people in the area.
It's Port St. Lucie.
Yeah, you lived off on every corner. Floresta. Floresta was a hot spot for cops.
Yeah. There have been probably, I would want to say 3 to 4 experiences I've had that are similar, that I just happened to be like very close when something was happening.
All right. You pulled a Karen, you got on your phone and called the cops. That doesn't mean you're brave.
No.
I'm courageous.
Well, okay, I didn't say that, but he said, is there an instance where you save someone's life? Is there an instance? I said, potentially. I don't know how it would have ended up. Nobody else was outside. No one else was doing anything. You should have heard the noises that were coming out of this house from halfway down the street. I'm just saying.
That's the issue with that question, baby. Like, if you saved a life, how do you know?
I said potentially.
Did you follow up the Q&A? No? Then you don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like courageous means that your everyday life, you just
if we're gonna take this, it does kind of tie in. Oh my dear Jesus in heaven! There's so much interrupting this episode.
It's a great one.
If you're going to assign, I guess it depends on your definition here, because the only reason I told that story is because Taylor said, "Did you save a life?" I said, "I don't know, potentially." But if you like what you're saying, Ben, the Joe Schmo type of bravery, it could go into the whole dreamer thing. Maybe I'm just dumb for dreaming as much as I have.
I would say. So in that context, I would say,
short of being a vigilante,
because no. I would say Andrew is the bravest because Andrew chases, like, he gets an idea and he chases it, no matter what the consequences. And that, in my ideal mindset, is brave, because who knows what's going to happen, but he's going to go freaking do it.
Because the world sucks.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I would say Taylor second because I'm a coward. There we go. I don't have anything nice to say about Taylor. Andrew has all the...
But...
I'm just feeding into this whole everyone thinks I hate Taylor, so
what's your story? Because I can tell you have
my
something.
Story. I saved my sister's life. That's
how?
It.
When?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Have I told a story about me getting hit by a car in second grade.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, I can't remember if I have or not,
never.
but it sounds like I have. Well, anyways, I was hit by a car. No. I actually pushed my sister out of the way from getting hit by the car.
I've never heard that part of this.
Yeah.
That's new info.
I don't talk about it often because I don't want that, like, whatever and stuff, but that, you could ask my grandma and everything like that. I pushed her out of the way, and I was the one that was hit and shit. And
sounds like you're trying to one up on your own story, dude.
It is. I'm taking advantage of it now.
How do we know you didn't? How do we know you didn't just want to have something to hold over your sister's head for the rest of her life? Yeah, well, you know what? I did push you out of the way that one time. You know,
guess what? I have my whole life. I might have brought it up a few times. No, that's it. The doctor said she would have definitely died. I only survived because I was a little fat kid.
That's definitely honorable. That's definitely honorable.
But here's the thing: I don't remember doing it. Honestly, I don't remember anything from that day besides waking up to everyone being around me and stuff. So it was a bad.
Have you heard of adrenaline?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even remember the adrenaline of doing it or anything.
It was probably just an instinctual thing.
Yeah, that's when you just go fight or flight mode.
I do feel like I have that fight in me for situations, but I feel like a lot of people say that, and it's like it depends on the situation. Like,
it does.
You never know what the hell is going to happen. All right, let's face it. This world is fucking crazy. The odds of you being in a situation where there's a random man with a knife or a gun running around is pretty fucking high. It seems
fairly high. It's fairly high.
And you want to think in situations like that, you're going to at least save whoever you're with, if not someone next to you. But it's just like, until you're in those situations, you hear about people like just curling up in a ball and like freezing and stuff, and you just never know until you're in that situation. So I would like to think
that I have that to where, especially when it comes to loved ones, if I'm in a public place in a situation like that, and like Aaron and Landon are with me, that's going to kick in to where I don't give a crap what happens to myself at that point. Something's got to happen to shield them, whether it's literally shielding or trying to trying to take the person down, whatever. I'm pretty sure that would kick in. Now, by myself or whatever, and like you said, you don't know until you're in that situation. But I'd like to think that that's something that would happen.
Like, it's to the point also, it's like if I don't own one, but if I was to ever carry a gun on me, could I even take that life then to stop that situation? You know? I don't know. It's just those things you think about. You think you can until you're in that situation. And it's like, damn, I'm really about to kill someone or hurt someone badly. It's just, people freeze, you know? I don't know. It's just it's hard to tell. I will say, I mean, this is nowhere near that level, but I've talked about my dog being aggressive towards other dogs, and he has gotten into fights with other dogs. And I've literally shoved my hands in my dog's mouth and gotten cuts and borderline needing stitches and everything, like, without thinking about it. Like, I'm just doing it to save that other dog's life from my dog literally ripping the throat out of the other dog and shit. And it's just I don't think about it. I just do it. And I like to think that's that heroism type, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we're talking about right now.
I mean, it's like the gut thing.
But I don't feel like my life's on the line in those situations, so it's hard to tell.
But I feel like situations like that, where it does boil down to a gut instinctual action, that's when it's really brought out of you as to whether or not you have that like heroic part of you. Like, you don't fully know if it's there until you're in a situation like that, and it becomes instinctual, because a lot of people's first instinct is to run. So
it is. That's I would say that's the normal person.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ben, do you have that in you at all?
Ben said he's a
to
coward.
Run away. Fuck no.
I'm faster than Emily. No. No, it's
no.
just,
I mean, I stay. It's again one of those things. Like, how do you quantify bravery? Because in certain things, like, I'm a pushover when it comes to certain things where I am a people pleaser and I want to make sure that everyone is happy. But if like push comes to shove and you're out to do me harm, no, it's a cut and dry. You're gonna lose this. But you know, I try not to get to that point. So I don't know. I guess it depends on how you define bravery. Are you just so quick to get to that point, or try to avoid those situations?
I personally feel, as all of us being men that are married or about to be married like me, that we would put our life on the lines for our ladies out there.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just hard to explain after that. And obviously you with your child, Andrew. But yeah, I guess we go Andrew and me one, and then Ben second there, or something like that. I don't know.
Ben just said, answer. "I'm a coward."
Fuck this. Oh, that's all the categories that was sent over. That was a good comment. That was a good question.
I thought I saw another one in there. Not category, another question.
No, there's a couple more questions.
Oh, okay.
A couple of them are just dumb. Someone asked why. Because we want entertainment from you guys.
Just why?
Because fuck them. That's why. That's a good old Dave Chappelle sketch. You know.
Because fuck them. When he was running for president, or mayor, I think. My friend Kevin asked, "Why won't Steiger buy a PS5? Is he so cheap?" Yes, I don't know. All the games still play on the PS4. You know, whatever. Fuck you, Kevin.
Get a PC, you ding dong. I almost had a console.
Oh yeah, I can't afford a $400 PlayStation. So let me just buy a $3,000 console. Yeah, you did it.
Will you introduce you to credit and loans?
Yes. Would you like to go in debt to game for 5 minutes a day?
Yes, I would.
Here's another.
You struck a hard bargain, sir.
Have you ever seen those? Have you ever seen those memes that are like trade offer, and it's just a guy like this?
Yes, that's what he was doing.
Trade offer. You receive a large wooden horse. I receive nothing. Don't worry about it.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good.
There's one more question. Just for one day, you can trade lives with someone. Anyone.
Nope.
Who would it be?
Nope.
Nope.
No one.
You don't want to trade lives with your favorite vocalist on playing.
No. Why would you trade lives?
It's
because
some people have more. It's
because
temporary.
other people have more fun that you can't have.
Do you understand what would happen if you traded a life for a day? You would walk into that situation going, "What the fuck is going on?
No.
How did I get here? And how do I assess?"
You're trading So for the example that Taylor just brought up, if you were to switch spots for a day with wake up in some vocalist's body, you're in their body.
And you're about to play.
I'm pretty sure you would also gain their talents and stuff. All aspects of their life.
That's assumptions. Nope, that's an assumption. Have you ever seen Freaky Friday? Okay,
that's switching bodies.
To the moms.
We're saying switch lives for a day.
Never said bodies. Switch with someone.
Switch lives. That means all aspects of the way they live their life on a day-to-day basis.
What do you need for a life?
A soul.
Motherfucker, you need a body, okay?
Oh my god.
Nah, I'm good. I don't want to trade lives with anybody.
Not even to be curious. Not even to extend your experience as a human being. Not only do you know what it's like to be one human being, but now you know what it's like to be two.
Dude, being one human being is already overwhelming enough. I don't need to know the existence of two. I'm good. My
life sucks enough already.
It's not that it sucks, but it's already overwhelming. And then you take the experiences from both, and if you wake up in the life of another person, again, you with your own consciousness, if we're going along that route, have to acclimate to that reality for a 24-hour period. What are you going to do? Just go out to eat and just make use of their money and then go back to your life? I'm good.
I feel like you're overthinking it, though, because
I think you're
literally just dipping in and piecing out after 24 hours.
Let me.
Am I overthinking some ancient, secret? I don't know. Again, all I'm thinking about is Freaky Friday. There's some catch. I can't just switch with lives with somebody.
What about? Hear me out. Switching with your significant other.
Nope.
And understanding and learning, and we're not talking. they don't. We're not switching like, hey. Well, I guess is that the question? No, it says trade lives. Okay, never mind. I thought if you were like switch with Emily, you would be able to see how you act as a person.
Hi, let me introduce you to something really cool called communication with your significant other. And if you don't have that, you're fucked. All right. So I don't need that with Emily. We have a good communication, and I understand what her needs and desires are. And I live my life to support that. So
there are things
honestly,
you can't communicate though.
I'm gonna live with myself, baby.
Not everyone's 100% communicated like that. Not everyone. No one.
I'd say it's pretty rare. I'd say it's pretty rare.
Oh, I got the cream of the crop of a relationship there. You know what I mean?
No, I think you do. Y'all don't know 100%. Y'all don't know 100%.
No. But I mean, again, like switching lives, I'm good. I don't, or swapping lives.
Fido says, okay, we're off that topic.
So what would you choose, Taylor, if you could for one day?
It's funny. I didn't even think about it because I've just been arguing with Ben here the whole time. Andrew, do you have someone I can think of? Well, I think. Personally, I think I would honestly just do someone with a shit ton of money and just be stupid.
See what it's like.
Just wire transfer it all back to you.
Go bury a 55-gallon drum in the desert that I know where it's at. Just money.
It's not a bad idea.
That's fair. That's
just
a good idea.
People out there can experience things that I will probably never ever do, like owning a yacht or flying on a private plane to Europe on a whim to go have some pizza or some shit, some stupid like that.
Yeah. What if you swap lives with some random rich person and they're like, because from the outside it's like, oh, they got it all, man, they got it made, and then the day you switch lives with them, a bunch of suited guys walk in the house. Where's our money, bitch? And you
executed on the
time spot. Time to pay the piper, and you get murdered because you're behind on your mob payments.
There is a dumb movie from the 90s with Brendan Fraser. Please tell me if y'all have seen it. Bedazzled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Where and the one I'm thinking about is when he wanted to be this beautiful man that had money and stuff, and he ends up being a drug lord in like Colombia. And it's like the day of the revolution and shit against them. He's like, what the fuck? That's what I was thinking. That'd be hilarious, though. That'd be hilarious.
No one really comes to mind specifically that I would switch lives with. You know what I think would be cool, actually, is I would switch lives temporarily with someone who makes a living and does exactly what I always wanted to do, like at one point in my childhood, to see if it was worth it, if it would have been worth it to follow through with it, to see if I'm actually missing out on anything.
Solid answer.
If for nothing else, I mean, everybody has their own problems. So once you step into their shoes, I'm sure you would realize that even after a day. And then by the time you go back, you're like, yeah, that would have been nice, but actually I don't have it all bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would be...
That's a solid answer. I like that answer. And without getting too chaotic with it, you just want to experience if it's worth even having to drive for. This is I'd pick like worth all the time and energy.
Yeah, I'd pick like a big like travel brand photographer that I follow, or like a pro skater that I always used to look up to, or something like that, and just experience what it'd be like to do that. Yeah. And then go right back and be like, oh, that was nice, but I don't know.
But see, here's the thing you haven't taken into consideration. You're swapping lives. All right? So if you're swapping lives, they're now in your shoes. Mm-hmm. So they're going to fuck up your life as well.
Not necessarily.
I mean,
they ain't going to go to work that day. I know that. That could be all right.
You could lose your job.
Could be a blessing in disguise. You never know.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know. That's a solid question. Good thoughts.
Yeah.
The thought of also switching with a random musician about to play like a giant show in front of tens of thousands of people also sound exhilarating. Or like get to live the life of a football player. Like I had football dreams growing up, obviously playing for 10 years. Shit like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Assuming you could boot into their body with all the knowledge that they have to do what they do, then I mean, like, why not?
I want to be a superstar, and you turn into Beyonce for a day. You gotta kiss Jay-Z and shit. Oh, can you believe it's been an hour? That was a fun episode, everyone.
Oh my God, dude.
That was a good chaotic...
We didn't even get to anything either.
No, dude, I got stuff on here too that we're gonna save till next week.
Jeez.
That was good shit. And we got anything to say before we get on out of here?
Ben?
No.
A lot of squeaking.
I couldn't tell if you were about to yell at me or a slow clap, like "Good job, guys," or what.
What a good time we've had today. I thank you all, listeners, for joining in for another chaotic episode.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, you know what?
One of the chaotics.
Live long and prosper. Be good to each other. Be excellent to each other.
Be
you know
excellent.
what I mean?
Yeah.
In the
be
army.
Excellent.
And remember, every year you pass the anniversary of your death without knowing it.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
It's wildfires now. I saw a sign today. I don't know when they changed it, but they did.
Okay.
Because them fires in the forest be wildin', you know what I mean? Thanks, Canada. Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama. Thanks, Osama.
haven't heard any of those in forever.
Andrew, floor is yours. Floor is yours.
I have a wooden snowman.
Okay, I hate you so much. We're getting out of here, everyone. It's been a fun one. Come back next Monday for some more. We're bringing it again like this. I'm going to yell at Andrew. It was fun.
Bro, we got s'mores next Monday. Let's go, baby.
That's right. Say toodles, everyone.
S'mores? Toodles.
I don't like the word toodles.
I know. That's why I've been waiting for when y'all complain about it. I just started doing it. Bye.
I just realized that.
I don't say toodles in my life besides this shit. Okay.
Listen, dude, the podcast's over. Go home. My guy. Like, why are we still recording?